heading over to the Pink Adventure Center to go ride around in a pink Jeep.
Come on, dear.
This is the view that we get from the spot where we are waiting to go on our pink Jeep ride.
Okay, so a couple things real quick. First of all, when you get in and out of the Jeep, watch your step, watch your knees. The further back in the Jeep you sit, the bumpier it's
leaning
gonna
on the
be.
Jeep, Barbara.
Now, anytime I have more than
picture.
like one,
Hang on.
So where's everybody from?
We're from Annapolis, Maryland.
Annapolis, Maryland, okay.
Phoenix,
Phoenix, okay.
Canada.
Vancouver Island.
Oh, great. So all over the place. Chicago, and here. Oh, Chicago, nice. Okay. What's the name of your? So guys, just a really quick announcement. If you are wearing a hat or anything that can fall off or fly off, just make sure you secure that, because they will not allow me to stop anywhere on the pavement to pick anything up. Now, once you get on the dirt road, that's a different story. We can stop completely, but I just want to make sure. Oh, got it, got it. So this, we are now in Coconino National Forest. And this national forest is 1.8 acres. Now, because it is a national forest, what that means is that this is public, it's taxpayer money, which means that this is technically a public road. Yeah, does this remind you anybody of the roads back home? We got longer. It's just like a pothole. So, because it is a public road, that means anybody can come up here and drive on this road. Just like people should. But Pink Jeep and other Jeep companies who don't have to have permits on roads like this because we operate commercially. So I'm going to point your attention to the left side of the Jeep here. If you look way back there, you can kind of see like this big wall of trees. And the highest formation you see in front of that wall of trees, where you see the red rock right there, that is called merry-go-round rock. Now we won't be going up quite that high. We'll be getting, we'll be parking just shy of the base of merry-go-round rock right there. But it's quite a view, like I said. Now, merry-go-round rock, that right there is the most popular outdoor wedding destination in Sedona. You can get married up there. But in order to get up there, you know, what you have to do is you either have to have your own off-road vehicle. You can rent one, or you can hire a company like Jeep or one of the other ones to take you up there, take you and everybody up there. So, is everybody doing okay with all the bumps?
Yeah. Yep. All good. Good massage, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, coming up here around this curve right here, if you look at the ground, you can actually see that the ground is all gray, not like the normal land that you're driving. This is because this is all ash from a fire. So last summer, we actually had it was actually a lightning strike from one of our monsoons that started a fire up here in the formations on the right up here. And that monsoon, it burned for, the fire burned for a little over a week before the next monsoon in the area put it out. So, but the very last monsoon that we had, it was about mid-September, washed a lot of these rocks and logs across this road. It actually trapped 4 of our pink Jeeps on the other side, the side that we are about to be on. And 2 of those 4 pink Jeeps are actually transporting the wedding party to merry-go-round. So, yeah, imagine that being your wedding day. Guys, I want to show you something. I'm going to try to turn the Jeep here so everybody can see it. But if everybody looks to the left of the Jeep right here, that rock formation right there, that is what we call Batman Rock. So there is a wing off to the left that's in the sun right now. The wing off to the right is in the shade, and the head in the center, which is in the shade as well, is square. Everybody kind of see it, kind of supposed to represent the bat symbol. You got to use your imagination.
Circle, or do we turn on this road?
So what we're going to do is after we get done parking, we're going to come back this way here. When we head to the next part of the tour, there's one way in and out, but we're going to kind of make a loop in the center of that in and out. So there. Now, if everybody looks a little bit down to the left right here, you'll actually see that there is a hiking trail right there. And that hiking trail, that is called Munn's Wagon Trail. That was the old wagon trail that connected Sedona and Flagstaff back before most of these roads were here.
Wait, the wagon trail?
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, you can think about one horse pulling a cart.
Waterfalls. Oh, when it rains real hard, they're just falls. How old is this Jeep?
This is a 2005. Yeah. Yeah, we have amazing mechanics. It's amazing because my youngest was born in 2005 and she just turned 18. Yeah, so this rock up ahead, this is some of that erosion I wanted to show you. This fell from the side of the wall right there during the rains we had over the winter. You can actually see where it used to be up there. Yeah. And I just want to let everyone know, put everyone's mind at ease, that some of the tour guides and I came up here a couple of weeks back. We looked under that rock. We did not see a coyote or a roadrunner under there.
Oh, good.
No cartoon animals were harmed in the falling of that rock. All right, so I have a quick question for everybody in the Jeep. Is anybody allergic to pine needles, pine trees, pine cones, pine nuts, anything like that? Is everybody safe? Yeah? Okay. Let's try a little experiment here. No. Not that kind of experiment. Okay, so guys, this tree right here, this is actually a pinyon pine tree. And these pinyon pines, you can actually see all this new growth, these new pine cones growing here. And these pine cones, they actually, once they mature, you might be able to find some pine nuts in there. That's where pine nuts come from, is these pinyon pines. Now the birds, they will eat these the pine nuts, that when they can find them, that's one of their food sources. They will also bury them in the wintertime, and if they don't end up coming back to claim their food, it actually helps more pine trees to grow. Now, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pass out these pine needles. If you wanna take one or two and just pass the rest on. Let me dump them in your hand here. Sorry. Yeah, I just want everybody, two usually works best. So, I'll give you two here, three maybe, something like that. Okay. Does everybody have a couple?
Yep.
Okay, so what I want you to do is I just want you to break them in half. And these are kind of sticky. I'm sorry, these are a little sappy. I apologize for that. Once you break it in half, kind of squish that broken up end. So bless you. Squish that broken up end in your fingers, and then smell it. It should smell like vitamin C. It almost smells like an orange. Okay. Can everybody smell that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
So imagine how much vitamin C is in this forest. We're talking 1.8 million acres, and we're smelling a couple of pine needles here.
Oh, this meat right there.
That actually does remind me of a funny story. So I was on a different tour, and I got this. Well, since we're coming back this way, let me know. I'll hit it. Camping is only allowed in certain areas.
So we get a little break from the bumpy road to take a look at some of the rocks here. And there's our Jeep. And Stanley taking pictures.
But no fun, these are smooth videos.
Our riding partners. And there goes the competition.
Yeah, went over for about 8 months. Hitchhiking, backpacking around here.
Obviously, the city right there, what you're looking at is west, which is only 1/3 of Sedona. Sedona actually is a big part of Sedona town. So that's where I take you guys up. That is the oldest part of Sedona. That is where most of the tourist area is. And then there's West Sedona, which is, you can see from this one right here. And there is the village of Oak Creek, which is 179. We started on down there. That's the third and final part of Sedona.
We might need to go to one after.
Jeez, I think my neck's better now.
You're welcome.
Leave it in the tip jar. I think that was that rock we missed last time.
Oh, okay. You want me to go back here?
No, you got it this time.
Oh, okay, got it.
Well, it wasn't this rough going up, was it?
We're just going fast. So you get used to it.
Well, what about it? There's probably a dozen of these big Jeeps. And she was like, I didn't say that, I didn't make a Jeep.
There was a tour guide saying that maybe you'd be a little more serious about it.
It was it.
Oh, yeah, you're right, it was.
There's speakers up there, that's why it looked like it was
Oh,
back
of course. Maybe he just decided to mind you.
Can everybody see this flower off to our right here? Just
Oh, that's
barely
beautiful.
down the side of the hill. The white ones? Yeah, the white one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that right there is called a gypsum weed. And they're pretty to look at. Don't touch them, don't smell them. Basically, if you would know the pollen, it's a
See where they are? Right on the boulevard.
There's someone that's really from Jackson. There's someone another team from Mississippi who had stuff in that.
This is what we did on monsoons. We actually did a lot of language guards in there. And the natives, they actually used to trade them. So if you've ever been to the left, and then they say that that is Woodstock on his nose. That right there is what we call
Do you post any permits for this?
No. Guys, we ready? Made it that time.
That time.
All those scratch marks there, that's the rear ends.
That's basically from vehicles who misjudged or didn't care. And again, guys, definitely keep an eye on the wildlife. And if anybody does see any wildlife, please point it out. Actually, I wanted to show you something earlier, but they were probably showing me there too. But you guys look over to the right here, you actually see these fallen trees. Look at how twisted up they are. A lot of people account that to all of the vortex activity here in Sedona, yeah. So, everybody familiar with the vortexes?
Yes.
What is it?
Yeah? No? Some of you don't know? Okay, let me explain to you guys what I know about vortexes. Basically, the definition of a vortex is a special place on the Earth where energy is entering or exiting the Earth plane. So basically, there was a lady that came out here in the late 70s. She was out here throughout the 80s. Her name was Paige Bryant, and she identified 4 vortices in this area. And those 4 vortices are Bell Rock, Cathedral Rock, Airport Mesa, and Boynton Canyon. And basically, she identified those. A lot of people actually have come out and said there are more than 4. For example, people say that the Chapel of the Holy Cross could be a vortex. People say the ancient site Hananki could be a vortex. That's where the ancestors of the Hopi Indians used to live. Some people could say, for example, there is a vortex over there behind that tree. Some people could say that there's a vortex over there behind that rock. So it all depends on who you talk to, what you believe in as to how to find a vortex and that kind of thing. Now there's another group of people that believe that all of Sedona is a vortex and it just has hot spots, kind of like a frying pan would have. So again, it's all about your belief. That kind of clear it up a little bit.
Yeah, thanks.
Alright, so guys, our second stop is going to be at a place called Submarine Rock. And you kind of look at the top of this tree line right here. That is Submarine Rock right there. So that's where we're going to stop next. So we'll make 2 different stops on this tour here, Submarine Rock and Chicken Point. So when we get to Submarine Rock, what we're going to do is we're going to park the Jeep and we're going to kind of climb up to the top of Submarine Rock. Don't worry, it's not that far, but it's one of the it's a great view up there. Okay, so you see these grooves right here? This is 63 years of jeeps going up and down.
What do they call this hill?
They call this the sub climb because we're climbing up to Submarine Rock.
So we get another break from the Jeep, and we're going to be walking up to Submarine Rock. And this is a cairn to mark the trails for the people that come out here and walk, which I would have to do at a very early time in the day because it gets awfully hot awfully early.
Trying to remember moments. Carson from the back.
I'm sure they got at least one closet locked in the back of these things.
Right down here by my foot is a fault line along Submarine Rock. You can see it quite clearly there where the rock has shifted when the fault line has shifted. And from here, the view is absolutely incredible. And my group is heading off, so I have to keep going.
Yes, because the other group wants to come in.
Alright guys, you know what they say, what goes up?
So my grandmother thought of airplanes, she wouldn't get in one.
Formation directly to our right here, this is actually called Chapel Butte. The Chapel of the Holy Cross is located right on the other side of that. And again, guys, that is another one of those places that I highly recommend people visit before they leave Sedona. It's a beautiful chapel built into the red rock, and the great thing about it is the price is right, it's free to go. So, anybody been to the chapel? You went yesterday? Nice. what it'll do is it'll take a grain of sand or tin or something like that, and it's got no place to go. It just blows it up against the sandstone there. So eventually, over thousands of years, it just starts spinning it around like a drill, and that's what creates those holes.
Is that from water, those paths over there?
Yeah, yeah. What you see coming down there, that's
Yeah,
basically the path that the water takes. There's one thing I want to show you is I love this tree. So this tree right here to our right is one of my favorite trees that grows in this area. This is called a shaggy bark juniper. Now we don't know how old
Shaggy
that is until it
bark
dies, and we cut it open and count the rings. But if we were to take a guess, we'd say about 500–600 years old. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Oh, let me see. Is it?
I've gone up there. I've walked it.
That's the last up mountain bikes are down
You
here.
can probably put together a whole one with all of them down there.
Yeah, and a person too, maybe two.
Yeah.
And that upper white
Anyways, what
line,
you can do,
the
guys,
mountain
is you can actually
bikers
go on
ride
YouTube,
it,
and you can see
and
some
then
of
when they
these,
get
mountain
almost to the
bikers do this.
curve,
So just type in
they
riding
do a
the
quick
white
turn,
line,
jump
Sedona.
down to the
Okay, you
lower,
can actually see some of
lesser
the
noticeable white line, and ride back. I think mountain bikers are crazy. This is called Chicken Rock because back before it was not allowed, you were considered chicken if you came here in a Jeep and did not ride around this rock or drive around. I'm a chicken.
That's how I went down yesterday. It was just on my phone.
Okay, guys, we can take pictures right here. We got to do it somewhat quickly because there is.
I think we got enough pictures. What?
The ruin.
If you don't do that, you can't go up there on your own.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking about doing.
Just don't get that hair.
Yeah.
I would recommend it work.
That's my goofball husband.
No, yeah, I know you don't know who I am. I got a hat, glasses.
On the road, it's going to be a big road.
I'm just one of the people out of the Jeep. It's not your husband.
Oh,
He wouldn't ride in one of them. He's back watching the motorcycle.
I see. Hmm.
Just to make cover up my arm.
ready? Okay, so hey, if anybody's scared, just do what I do. Close your eyes.
Jeep's been up and down enough times, hasn't it? It knows where it's going.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it.
You guys ought to try this in the rain.
Snow?
Yeah, we don't do it in the snow. A little too unsafe.
Okay, that was all fine and dandy. I want to see you go back up there.
It's still going.
I would if they allowed me to.
And then back down it.
Yeah, back down. Yeah,
Hope that knee in the back of your seat's not bothering you too much. Trying to hang on, take a picture.
Yeah, we all did the double parachute. Very successful. I was not driving. Did.
And this is the smooth.